Welcome to our match reaction. We've just watched Middlesbrough 1, Southampton 2. So Nick, what's the verdict first of all? We made kind of hard work of it in the very end, and Middlesbrough put us under a lot of pressure towards the last 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, for a long period of a game, as you say, up to about the 75th minute, we looked good. I mean, Nathan Redmond got a great goal. We had a penalty. If Shane Long had put that away, then we were 3-0 up and we were going to be 9th in the league and we could possibly have gone on and scored more. But Middlesbrough got a goal back and all of a sudden we're under the cosh, but we held out and got a point. We're back at the 9th in the league. It's a little bit more in our control now for a top 10 space. We're level with West Brom. So a good day's work in the end.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, the goal from Rodriguez was a sweet finish. It was a brilliant ball started by Geordie Classy, who hasn't started since that West Brom game in which he scored, and he's done very well since he's come back into the squad. Classy started that move into space for Shane Long. Shane Long cut it back for a brilliant finish for Jay Rodriguez on the penalty spot.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, football's a simple game, and it's played by players who, if you play to a good system and work it out, it's simple, and that's what this goal was, as you quite rightly say. And too often this season we've tried to complicate it by playing players and systems and formations and that. But at the end of the day, it's just all about getting the ball, laying it down into the channels, getting someone to run the channels and putting it into the danger areas. And that was the goal. And it's ironic that the three players who combined to do it are three players that have not really got much of a look in the last 6 months.
And yeah, obviously Jay Rodriguez coming back to the matchday squad and Shane Long taking his opportunities. He was in danger of actually scoring at both ends today.
Yeah, I mean, it turned out that he didn't come in going off Shane Long, and you can't really defend that. It's just sad we let a goal in, you know, but it's all about 3 points and pulling it there. There were some plus points in this performance. I don't know, I wasn't impressed by the fact that we made wholesale changes, but I will say that the players that came in are good, solid players, and that stood as well. And I'd hope for Man United that Claude Puel would look at the plus points of that performance and who perform well and use them against Manchester United. We win the last 2 games of the season and there's a very good chance we'll finish in 8th place. And that's good. It's papering over a few cracks, in my opinion, about the manager and the way that he's run this squad. He's definitely underperformed. We've been a good squad underperforming, whereas Bournemouth, who are right up our rear ends, have been a squad with not the depth, the talent or whatever, but playing out their skins, and you've got to ask yourself why.
And you said obviously the wholesale changes today. We made 7 changes and we finally saw Caceres, and actually credit to Claude for putting Puel, who was very well. I was happy to see Jeremy Puel in the squad, but wasn't quite up to expectations. Had a bit of a difficult game, not quite the consistent crosses that Cedric's been had this season. No. I mean it's weird, really. I mean Cedric has been really good this season when he's played. He's had some good games. I can only imagine it's because he, you know, we've got Manchester United in midweek, we've got Stoke next week, but it's the end of the season. You know, he should have been able to play 2-3 games in the week. I mean, Payet, you know, again, he's a reasonable enough player, but he's not a first choice player. Caceres, I mean, it's 8 games too late, I'm afraid, Claude. You know, things could have been a lot different. You know, Caceres didn't do much wrong today. You know, I wouldn't have said he was outstanding, but you didn't notice him too much, and that probably says a lot about the performance. But it's 8 games too late. And obviously on to Wednesday, Man United at home, 2 last home games of the season. Do you think Claude will keep the same team or have wholesale changes once again for Wednesday night?
Who knows is the answer. Who knows? And that's been the problem. The problem for the supporters is we don't know what he's going to do next half the time. You know, we watched 4 months of him changing teams wholesale, then we've had another couple of months of him barely making a change, and then we suddenly come into this game where there's sort of, I don't know, 6-7 changes. Who knows? And that is the problem with the entire season. Football squads, whether you're Manchester United, Real Madrid, Barcelona or Langley Manor veterans team, you want to know that if you play well, you keep your place and stay in the team, and that's not been the case. The players don't know what they're at, and a good performance doesn't guarantee you even be on the squad the following week. Okay, brilliant. Well, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Leave us your likes, leave us your thoughts on today's match, and subscribe for more.